chickens, how are we doing today? I hope that you're all fine and enjoying some crafting time. Gosh, it's late today that I'm recording this. Well, not so late, it's 6:30, but it's taken me the whole day to prepare what I wanted to share with you. So I am sorry for the lighting. This is the winter lighting. Right, so we're going to get to it. Now, we've been working on this accordion journal, really had lots of fun with it, and I'm so happy to read in the comments, and thank you for leaving your comments and watching. All the people that are really following along, whether using this kit or another, that doesn't matter. Glad that you're following along, really enjoying that you are enjoying it as much as I am. So yeah, it's nice to have something different to do, isn't it? Right, now in the little signatures that we've got in here, so we've got 6 of those. You remember at the beginning, we stuck 2 pages together. So I just want to grip it there like that. So we've stuck them just on the edges. Now, I have made some really big journal cards to go in here, and I had a wonderful time. It did take me the day, literally, and a bit of last night. And I've got 2 for each signature, and that's what I want to show you what I made today. So it wasn't just a plain card. I just have to do something a little extra, so I hope that you are going to enjoy it and follow along with me. So yes, I'm going to give you some dimensions. So if you've got that notebook ready and your pencil, make some little notes as we go along. Not too many measurements, but just I think about 2. All right, so that's what we're going to make today, those inserts to go into those pockets. So going to show you what I've done. Here's an example. I have taken the remaining journal pages that I had left after we made various other things, and you'll see them because I'll show you all of them at the end. I have cut out a tag. Now you can use cereal box for this because you're going to cover both sides. All right, so any card that you have, go with a waste card because I think that's always good to do. We're going to make a tag. I've done a lot of collaging, probably why it took me the whole day. I've added a little circle there, just to put in an eyelet and some ribbon. I did stitch around here, but that's not a must. Okay, now on the back, I've made a little pocket. You can put in your photographs, because there's so many photographs when you have a nice holiday, or the ephemera. So this is the ephemera and the faux Polaroids that I have in my ephemera kit, and those are I've just put them in there for the meantime. I haven't put all the other ephemera in the others yet, but I will do. I just wanted to show you sort of what my thinking was. Then I've made this little pocket to go on the back. Used the scrappy bits to make like a faux strip of ribbon because I want to keep it flat and it's going into a pocket. I didn't want to put lace on it or anything like that. I'm trying to keep it pretty flat. And then I took the little fussy cuts and put them on here. Now just a reminder, if you are following along with this journal, you'll find that we are going through lots and lots of fussy cuts. And in fact, I have printed out my ephemera and my add-on kit twice in total. Now I did put together, and I think I mentioned it on my last video, for the people who buy printed kits from me, you'll find that one printed kit, you're going to run out of bits and pieces because it's taking a lot more than I ever envisaged. So I do have a printed add-on kit and an ephemera kit together. I think it comes up to about 35 pages. And what I've done is I've taken the fussy cut pages and I've printed 2 to a page. All right, have I got some of those over here? Yes, so for example, you can see I've cut from this. This was 1 page. I print them 2 to a page. So for each one of the fussy cut pages, and I think there are 3 or 4, can't remember now. There's also a floral page. So like this one over here. I printed them, that's the florals on a single page, and then I printed as well. I give you 2 of those and one of these with 2 lots. So effectively you've got 4 sets of the fussy cut pages. All right, so there's 4 fussy cut pages that you'll have 4 sets effectively over 3 pages, and then 1 of everything else. And then with the add-on pages as well, here's my second set. I will be using those because we're going to use more envelopes, etc. So of course, if you have a digital kit and you print your own, that's not a problem. But I'm just saying for the people who might have run out of many things, because we've got lots to fill up as well. All right, so that's what I've done. Okay, moving on. That's in my shop, of course, and the link is in the description box below. So we need to make 12 of these. And I have made 11, well 10 and a half. There's just a few things I wanted to show you. Right, so this is the first one, and you can see I've collaged it here with the smaller sized bits and pieces. And I did have lots of fun putting that together. I kept it simple then when it comes to the back, and try to use the bigger pieces except for the lighthouse. And just one thing there, so it's not too confusing. All right, I'm going to show you the rest of those at the end. So let's get started and make one of these quickly, and then you can see what you need to do. Right, so here's a piece of card, and I'm not saying that you need this kind of card. If you've got recycled board, if you've got cereal box, pasta box, any kind of packaging box, even if it's grey, grab it, because we're going to cover the front and the back. You're not going to see it, and it's a great opportunity to make use of that. Right, so this piece is, you want 12 of these. Okay, you've got 7.5 inches in length. That's about 19 centimeters by 5 inches across. That's about 13 centimeters. So there you can see the measurements. 12 of these. Okay, and then I have done this one already, but I took the remaining pages and I did the following. So for example, I started by using my glue stick because I was going to stitch around the edge, and I will stick that down in a minute. I just remembered, looking at me in the face, I did then go and cut these little corners off. If you can always use this one to work out that one. I have drawn it here just to save me time. All right, so there's that. Now you want to go and put glue all over this. If you're not going to stitch, use a better glue, a stronger glue than glue stick. All right, but something like your tacky glue or your PVC glue or your fabric tack, anything like that. Now what I did was I stuck this underneath like that. And then I just gauged where I wanted it to fit on, because it's not as tall. So I don't want that little edge there. So I can see where the arm's going to go. Yeah. And I'm pretty much going to have it just like this. Okay. There we go. Simple as that. Now this is where a craft knife is worth its weight in gold. All right, you can use your scissors, but for me, I don't use it. I use my craft knife. So I just, well, mine is actually a Stanley knife, a really old one. They're now plastic. This is from generations before, but I like this metal one. But the Stanley plastic one works just as well. I take the blade and I go very carefully and slowly, and I just go pushing this against the edge of the card. Can use your ruler if you feel you need to. I've been doing this for years, even in my scrapbook days, so I'm quite adept with the, what do you say, carving knife. No. Now I will say the other thing is I've got the blade, I'm not cutting it directly like down. I've got it slightly angled to the side I'm cutting to. So left in this case, so it just gives it a like the Gillette shaver, you know, as closest as possible. There we go. Right, and then you just take it off and it's good to go. All right, so I just wanted to show you how I go about cutting that. Oh, I forgot the bottom. Right, and then here as well. All right, it's a lovely, clean, neat cut. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, and that's how I did it with these larger pages. And you can choose whatever you like, although I will be showing you what I did. And that's what we did. Now, I've got one like this already. I didn't have one of the one that I still needed to do. But what I'll go, this is the one I'm going to do with the lighthouse. Then what I did was I went and stitched around it at this point, all right, before I stick the back on. And I've also got 3/4 of an inch circle there, because that's where I'm going to ultimately put my eyelet into. All right, so that's what we've got there. Now, got some decorations I want to stick on here. Little decorations, and I thought we could do that together. My glue press is empty. I had such a lot of gluing. I need to refill it. So I'm back to my original glue, and I'm wondering where my glasses are. They're on my head. 2 pairs are on my head. I'm great for doing that. And I'm thinking, why can't I see so well? Right, so I've got this little beach sign. It's the half size one, not the full size page one. And I want to just take this very quickly. And you can have the best fun doing collages. I will take photographs of them all at the end, so you can screenshot or pause or whatever you need to do. Now, where that little line is there for the gate, I want to just get that stuck on there like it's a sign for the beach. Yeah, and then this little, well, they're not so little seagulls, are they? I just want to stick him on the top. So right, let's get him on. Seagulls are even where I live, and I live totally inland, and we have loads of seagulls. I always thought they were just at the coast, but no, they're everywhere. Right, I don't particularly like seagulls, and I am an animal and bird fan, because here, when the little ducklings are born, they kill them. They dive in and get the ducklings, and I want to smack them. I don't like that. It's not nice, is it? Right, and they're big, you see. Seagulls are big. Right, I've got a little, I nearly said seahorse, starfish. Love these starfish. And I've got a little sign here that says fun in the sun. I just wanted to do this quickly with a bit of ink. This was wonderful. I did this today, and I watched a whole series of a drama that came out on our ITV called Joan, which has got Sophie Turner in, who was the lady from one of the daughters from Game of Thrones. It was brilliant. I was hooked. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it if you can. It was really good. She was excellent. Yeah, I do like these sort of things. I don't always watch it, but I'm listening to a lot of it while I'm working. It's nice when there's not a sound going on in this house anymore. So, you can't have dead quiet. It's a bit eerie, except for Abby snoring, which she does a lot of. Right, so there we have our little details set up there for the front of that. I've got one other, which is the other side of this piece of paper. And I did that like that. So this effectively was like this. I think there was a little bit in the middle, but something like that. Or like that. Yeah, I'll move that one up slightly. Okay. So we've done that. So on this one, I was going to go to where the writing is. I've got a half size of that, and a small little starfish. I do love the starfish in this kit. I've used them so many times. Right, I'm going to take this little ticket, and this is going to be my little cluster for this one. But every one of them I've done differently. So yeah, I'm all clustered out today. I'm going to just stick it there. All right, and then we're going to get the little lighthouse on. Yeah, it's fun to do these. I am addicted to this whole kit. I would like to do more projects with it, but there's no time because Christmas is almost here. It's almost here. I'm going to move that just a little bit along like that, and then where's my little starfish? Oh, there it is. I couldn't see it very well. So this little blue one. Yeah, not many sleeps now, guys. It's all looking fab. I'm so excited to share it with you. And then I think I'm going to just put that over there. There we go. So there's the little cluster for that one, and I'll show you the others. Now, I've just noticed I've got my little pocket is sticking out here. So anytime that you have that, you can just use your scissors or whatever. This gives you a really clean cut. Can't go wrong. So on the back of this, I have done this. And you can see I've stitched there, and then I've stuck it over the stitching on that side. Okay, I've used this as a background, and I'll give you a dimension for that and what I did. And then these, I've used paper strips as little decorative bits over there, and you got your pocket. All right, so that's how it looks. Now I want to show you how I do the back. So we've got that bit there, and now we've got to sort out the back. So this one, I've pretty much done. It just needs an eyelet. So what I did was I was sticking two to a page. So I looked for my spare background pages. Any of them will do. Turn that over that way. And I would suggest I'm going to use my fabric tack. It's a wide nozzle, but also because I'm not going to stitch on this now, I want to make sure that this glue is going to do its job and stay stuck. So I'm going around the edges first, right to the edge, as close to the edge, I should say, as you can possibly get. You want to do that. Right, and then I want to just get that on to the page like that, slightly over. I'll give that a good press. Now I did stick them all onto the paper, and when I'd finished sticking all of them down, I then went back and trimmed them just so that it's, you know, it's nice and dry. But I'm going to just be extra careful. So again, take your scissors or your craft knife, angle it slightly to the side you're cutting, and slowly right. So once you've cut that out, and I did cut out 2 per page as I said, then these strips that were remaining, I use them for decorating for the other bits, and I'll keep that, but I won't use this, so that can go in the bin. All right, so you've got this all covered nicely now. All right, so at this point I just distress this. Now this would make a lovely Christmas card, you know, a little bit smaller maybe, with a gift card in the pocket. You could get going on those now, and not only for this sort of journal, you know, I think that would make a great idea there. Now what I did at this point was I wanted to make the pocket. Okay, so I've taken 4 by 4 inches, so that's 10 by 10. Effectively it's the width of this, right? Slightly exactly the same. So 4 inches there, and I made it 4 inches high, and I've got a score line at the 3-inch mark. So you've just got 1 inch that you're turning over, so 2.5 centimeters, because I do like to reinforce that edge. Right, and then again, we got that done there. All right, let's finish this off. Then again, I've taken from those scraps, I've taken a bit of blue, and I want to just get that stuck down as well. I've did distress this already. All right, so again, this is 3 inches. So I just put it on my board to give me where the middle is effectively. There we go. And then I have taken on this occasion just the little sandcastle. This is the bigger version, the original size, and I've trimmed it. Okay, and then we want to just get that in the middle. I think it's there. Okay, and then I've got a larger snowflake. Me saying that soon enough. Starfish, the blue one. So it's the full size and half size I've taken here. So we'll get that. Let's get that there. And then the smaller red one, we'll get that next to it. And there we go. Right, so now it's just a case of 3 sides of gluing. Okay, and there you have your pocket. Now just to make sure, you want to make sure it's not sticking out anywhere, and that looks okay. So I'm going to just take my distress dauber and cover any of the white or any of the card that I want to cover up. I think that's a bit of my stitching. Okay, so there we go. That's all good. Right, so you've got your pocket over there. So for example, I'm not going to put this in here necessarily, but it's just what's lying on my desk. So you've got your place to put in some bits and pieces over there. And we've got that there. We've stuck on that. So all you need to do now is take your eyelet maker. And you want to put your eyelet in there. Like that. I like putting these little bits around it. I find them quite pretty. And then on this one as well, I didn't make the hole. There we go. Okay. Right. Okay, so we've got, I don't think that's the one I want to put in there, so I won't. But I am going to put a lot of these in there for each one, for sure. Okay, so we've got those. So then all we want to do is we want to get some ribbon. So I've got some ribbon here. I thought for the lighthouse I'll put this in here. So let's get that in there. Just make bunny ears. So it's really simple. And then we want to just cut that down. There we go. And then on this one we'll use this. I love this. We'll put that in there. We go. All right, so there we have it. Right, so all it leaves is to put bits in the back there, and then I'm going to show you. So these are the 2 we've just made, yeah, and on the back I've got these backings and pockets. All right, so there's those 2. Then I showed you originally we had the little boys. This is the first one I showed you, and it's got a gingham pocket. Then we've got this one from the circus, and on the back of that I've also put the blue with a red pocket and the picnic basket on there, yeah, and on the front you can see just 2 tickets on there. And then on this one, a couple of bits, sorry. All right, so there's that. Then with the little girls I added a ticket. Just put that behind the ticket, the fish and the little sunbathing. I love them. And then on the other side I've taken this background, then the light mint background on here. I've used the neutral background with the flowers on another one. All right, so there's that. And then where's the other one for that? Okay, so on this was the other side. I used that, and then the stripes and the shells. So there's that, and that's with these little girls. So just shells, a little fussy cut, and building sandcastles. So that's those. Right, then these little girls and those little girls. This is not the same piece of paper. All right, so front journal paper, I should say. But this is what I've done there. Here you can see I put the smaller shells, starfish, birds, and that. Yeah. And on the back, it's got the lovely soft seaweeds. Here's the beige background one I was talking with. It's the mint background. Okay, and the shell, so there's that one. And now on this one, same seaweed, and just put the deck chair with those. All right. And then with the blue, this is the blue patterned. I've put the red pockets, and this with the collage page with all the different bits. So just put the two on there, and the little lighthouse. And then I've done that with the other side of the circus bit. So I put those there. Little fish. Took that from one of the coral fish pages. And then these little girls, I put the biggest sticker with the fussy cuts and that there. All right. I love that. And then last but not least, we've got the sort of teal stripes. Put this down there, those down there. So that's pretty self-explanatory. And then on the front, I've taken those little girls building the sandcastle. So I've just put those bits and pieces there. And then this is the people relaxing and having a nice day in the deck chairs. All right, so that's 12. Isn't that amazing? There should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 12. So 2 of these go into each one of the signatures, and I haven't decided where what, but it doesn't really matter. All right, so I will put those in. Isn't that a lot? But yeah, it took me, as I say, I think it was the collaging and the thinking of how I wanted to do the decorations. You don't have to collage on these. I mean, they're pretty enough as they are, but I just wanted to, so not make it boring, you know. And I like that there's a pocket on the back. And as I say, I think this has got some great use for Christmas and gifting, or Christmas cards for your crafty friends or family, you know. That will work well as well. Okay, guys, that's our video and project for today. It is now dark. So I hope that you're going to have a go at this. Let me know what you think. When I see you on Friday, so my next video, I'll share with you the Christmas kit and all that I've put together. So that's really exciting. I've just got to finish up getting my admin side of it sorted and photos, etc. All right, everyone, stay well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.